Bonjour everyone from Parc Asterix here right outside of Paris, France. I am super excited for this park today. It is day 3 of our big Europe trip and it's going to be an incredible day. We got rides like Toutatis to go on. We got rides like Trace to Harlem, my first bobsled, Pegasus Express, Tonere to Zeus, Osiris. So many amazing attractions to get on today. So park hours are 10 to 7, so we're gonna have plenty of time here to get it all done. And a huge shout out to Parc Asterix for giving us access to the skip the line system and free tickets into the park today. Huge shout out to them for allowing this to happen. So it's gonna be a great day. I'm super excited. It's a Saturday, so it definitely is a bit more busy than I've seen any other park so far, but we're still gonna have a good time regardless. So let's get in, and we're gonna head straight into Tardis. So let's go. And here we are at Toutatis. And this looks absolutely incredible. The theming here looks really well done. I'm excited, let's go. All right, we are here on Toutatis for my very first time. It's crazy, new intimate. It's just, I'm so excited. Here we go. Oh my God. 4th intimate too in the past 4 days. Here we go. First one. Let's go. Oh, that's so good. Oh my God. Intimate knows how to do it.
Backwards airtime is so awesome.
That's insane. All right, so 3 rides on Toutatis, and I wanted to wait to get multiple rides to really review this ride, because I'm not gonna lie, after my first ride on it, I was disappointed. I don't know what it was. It just wasn't up to the expectations I had. But for now, I just got 2 more rides in the front and in the back. And I am very glad I did that because this ride is so much better than it was earlier. Because wow, that really was absolutely incredible. And then that whole second half, it just throws you into element after element with the quickest transitions and the snappiest inversions. Like, it is so good. It's like, I will say, I feel like Conda and Batman had that good mix of like intense and graceful. And I think that's why I have them over this right now. But Toutatis, I will say, as the whole overall ride, is probably the most intense out of all the intimates we've done. It definitely is the most powerful. It packs so much into it. It's like, it's not that long, but like every element just punches. It's really, really something else.
Yeah, Toutatis sucks. I really enjoyed Pantheon, and I feel like this is Pantheon to the next level. The low-hanging fruit here is like the lack of theming on Pantheon, and Toutatis is just surrounded by like trees and theming, and you're just diving through stuff, going over the line. I mean, there's a lot to look at, if you can even think to look at things, because the ride itself is absolutely crazy. You know, you're constantly changing directions, constantly just doing stuff. I mean, you're out of your seat just as much as you're in it. I love the layout. Again, it's I hate to say that it's my least favorite of the Intamin so far in the trip, but that's like saying, you know, the Ferrari California is my least favorite Ferrari, because it's still a Ferrari, you know. I mean, it's still in my top 20 out of, you know, probably 700 roller coasters. So that just says a lot. I mean, I love Intamins, and just we've literally ridden like some of the best in the world in the past 4 days. So, but yeah, really happy about this ride. I can't decide if I like front or back better.
All right, time for my first ever bobsled coaster here, Tres de Jara. Let's see what this is all about. We're gonna get in the front and get a ride. This looks really good. I'm excited. Right, just came off of Tres de Jara, the Mac bobsled. Weird, that's all I can say. It was my first one, so it just was like, just so odd. Like, I like the concept, I like the swinging motion with the bobsled, had some good forces in some sections. It was just not smooth at all though, it was very shaky. I don't know if all of them were like that. But yeah, it was interesting ride. I don't need to ride it again, but it was fun. It was long, like I said. Okay, 2 rides in on Osiris. And yeah, that's an invert right there. That's how an invert should be done. I'm very glad I got 2 rides on it, because I rode in the back. I was underwhelmed. The drop was great. I love like the 2 ejector moments in the back. Those were incredible. But the ride itself, it didn't do much for me. Then I rode in the front, and that's the game-changing row. That ride just throws punch after punch. It's so intense, so powerful.
Like, I'm a sucker for airtime. I mean, I do prefer the front, but I appreciate the airtime in the back. Like, anytime you have those moments of airtime on an invert, which are just so rare, and this has multiple. Like, the theming, the immersion of it is amazing. It's, I mean, you know, obviously comparing to Montu is the, you know, like the low-hanging fruit, but I mean, you know, diving down into the tunnels, like the water effects, everything else, the airtime moments, it's intense. I don't know, it's easily one of the best B&M inverts I've ridden.
All right, up next, Pegasus Express. This Gershlar family coaster, I'm really excited for this one. Looks really good. Launch out at the station, let's go.
I'm excited.
Yeah, this will be a good one.
It's like Fire Chaser.
This is like Fire Chaser on steroids, yeah.
It's like Fire Chaser on steroids.
This looks so good. Pegasus Express. That was really good. Yeah, that was honestly much better than I expected. I already had high expectations for it. Just a great Gershlar family coaster. The launches were a lot of fun. The whole first section was great. The backward section is also really intense for some reason. That one was an absolute blast of a coaster. That was shocking.
I thought it was a lot of fun. I like the forward backward rides. It's not as scenic as Pegasus Express, but definitely a better layout. It's a lot of fun ride, man. Like perfect for families. You know, these kind of like mid-tier, sort of like 42-inch rides. They just add a lot of elements that you'll see on like the adult rides, but it's nice to have that little thrill package for the introductory riders, I guess. But cool little ride.
So one of my favorite perks about me being here in Europe is I'm 19 years old. The drinking age in all of Europe is 18. So I can drink here. And I've wanted to do this when I come here. So here at Parc Asterix, they have this super cool elevator in this super cool structure back here. You probably see the structure in lots of pictures and stuff, but it's this elevator here. It takes you all the way up and you just drink at a bar in the sky. In front of like Goudurix here, you can see all the rides here. I've been wanting to do this forever. So we're gonna go in and yeah, we're gonna try this out and get some drinks and get some more rides. All right, we have made it to the top. And this is sick. You get Tournere Zeus back there. And then all around here you can see the entire park. This is really, really cool. Little holders for our drinks, and it's so nice. You just pick it up, just enjoy a drink on top of Parc Asterix. This is so cool. This is so cool. This truly is absolutely crazy. Look at this. It's right above Tournere Zeus to drink. This is so cool. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't nervous for this ride. I am genuinely worried. Like, look at this, that's not, a loop should not look like. We survived Goudurix. You know, it could have been much worse. It really wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good by any means necessary. But I'm shocked it's still here. I don't know, they should take that out and put any other looper in. All right, we just came off of Tonnere Zeus for the first time in the front row, and yeah, that was, you know, it wasn't smooth. I will say you could definitely tell it was a CCI beforehand, and you could easily tell when it became a gravity group. Like, you can tell when that track switched up. But I mean, that tunnel was thick, the airtime hills were really good. You got great ejector on that ride. I loved that wave turn. That was by far my favorite part of the ride. Overall, that was a phenomenal coaster. It's super long, great ride. Just retract the entire thing. That's the only thing I'll ask. Tonnere Zeus forward was something. Tonnere Zeus backwards. What in the hell was that? But that was probably the craziest ride experience I think I've ever had on a coaster.
Absolutely wild.
It was, okay, here's the thing. That ride, as I said earlier, it's rough. It's not smooth. The gravity grip sections are really nice. But when you go backwards, there's just nothing you can brace for. There's nothing you can prepare for. It's just, it throws you through every element, every hill.
I was not ready.
That is by far the craziest ride experience I've ever had in my life. That was
Yeah, that was definitely up there for the craziest ride experiences of all time.
I also want to say I think this is the best themed Perla Disco I've ever seen in my life. Like, look at this over here. It's over the water on this insane concrete support statue. You got an archway over the ramp. Like, that's by far the most beautiful Perla Disco I've seen in my life. Hold the camera. No. That was boring and painful. Those were the weirdest restraints ever. You just pulled it up forward to you. It was so bizarre. And then like my thigh hit the side really hard. That was just uncomfortable. Like, oh, that was so bad.
Yeah, it's like when you order Schwartz cough on Wish.
That really is what it felt like. I'm not even gonna lie. Ending the day off with one final ride here on Toutatis. Let's go. And that right there concludes our day here at Parc Asterix. This was a great park from start to finish. It was just loaded with action-packed rides. Every ride here delivered really well. It was just like lots of crazy experiences that you can't find anywhere else. Like Osiris is such a unique invert. Toutatis is world class. Tonnere to Zeus backwards, still recovering. And Goudurix still recovering. And that stupid Zero still recovering. But other than that, it was great. And that sky bar was amazing too. There's just so many amazing things in this entire park.
I'd like to give props to this park for their operations as well. Like they
Yes.
know how to get trains out, and it was busy today. It's a Saturday. It's a beautiful day, and school just got out, so crowds were definitely aplenty. But the park handled it well. The operations handled it well, and not many parks can do that. Like it was busy, but I don't want to say it didn't feel busy, but it wasn't miserable.
We never waited over an hour for a line.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is very impressive for first day of summer vacation.
And the queues were massive too.
Oh my gosh.
But they moved.
Every like when we did Osiris and Toutatis, every outside queue line was filled up, spilling on the midway, and we still got on the ride under an hour. It is so impressive how this park operates. Props to them. But that'll do it here today. We will see you tomorrow at my personal most anticipated park of the trip, Disneyland Paris and Walt Disney Studios. I'm so excited. First international Disney park. This is gonna be great. Everyone knows how obsessed I am with Disney. It's gonna be so good. So see you guys then. Never forget to follow the thrill.